So let's talk about dinner in Lusaka. So on my recent visit, I had the opportunity of trying out two places, Prime Joint and the Ciêla Resort. Actually, Elements, the restaurant, they are a restaurant, because they have three restaurants, Bonanza, then the brewery and the Elements. So after having the breakfast at the Elements restaurant, I said, okay, let me come back for the dinner. And when we came back for the dinner, we had these expectations. I'm like, okay, these guys are going to blow me away. But unfortunately, my expectations were not met. Maybe they did a 5 out of 10 job. I don't know. But you can have your own verdict, right? Anyways, for the Prime Joint, I'll finish with Prime Joint. So let's go into Ciêla Resort. So we got there around 7:30 p.m., right? And when we got there, we went to the brewery, then we went to Bonanza. The brewery, it was affordable, but I didn't want to eat their grilled meat. And I'm like, okay, this is just basic stuff. You can get it anyway. So I wanted something that I can't get anyway, right? So I said, okay, let's skip the brewery. Let's go to the Bonanza. The Bonanza, yes, the menu is crazy, but you know, the pricing, we said, my God, let's skip this one because we can't really afford this one. Then we went on to the Elements. The Elements menu looked dope, but then we were given advice. Yeah, you can actually try out the buffet, because the buffet, you get your money's worth. And I'm like, okay, let's go for that one. And that dinner cost 650 kwacha. So what did you get on your 650 kwacha? Okay, just stand by. Before we get in what you get, let's talk about these guys' customer service. The customer service at Elements Restaurant is actually crazy. I loved the customer service, and I'm actually going to give it a 10 out of 10. The customer service is actually good. But anyways, so we went to check out their sections. When we got to the sections, you know, we saw the starters, then the section for the main course, then with the dessert section. Then after that, we then came and started picking up. So when we started picking up, I'm like, okay, I don't know with what to expect, but I'm just thinking, okay, am I going to be blown away? So we picked up some starters and we added them. But now I'm thinking, okay, the starters that I'm used to and those ones, they're different. But these ones is self-service. You make your own combination. So maybe I made the wrong combinations. You get it? Maybe I made the wrong combinations. But anyways, we fast forward. I picked everything that was on that section. Then we mixed everything. Then I felt like, okay, they are just basic starters. Okay, let's go and check out their main menu. And on the main menu, main course, I mean, we made the mistake, right? We then began by taking the soups, right? And by taking the soups, this, we didn't know that it was part of the section of the starters, right? So yeah, that's one. I think maybe if we had known that, maybe our experience with the starters was going to be different, because you know, the type of soup that you just have to drink, you get it, that one, right? That's the one that was there. So I think maybe if we had that one on the starters, our experience was going to be different. So we skipped that one and we went with everything else. So we picked the chicken curry, we picked the normal chicken, we picked the some brewers, and we picked some grilled chicken. And I felt like, you know what, maybe I'm just used to these things. So definitely they are not going to really blow me away. It's like I'm just eating rice. There was rice, there was pap, and there was nothing really exciting for me personally. Maybe for the other clients, you know, maybe they love this grilled stuff and everything like that. No offense, but for me, it wasn't really exciting. So I was just like, okay, I can still have these things. So do I really need to pay 650 to have these things? I'm like, Anyways, let's fast forward, and we went on to the dessert section. The dessert section, there were a lot of cakes, and I'm like, yo, let's have the cakes. Okay, good. Then I expected maybe they would have some yogurt and some ice cream, but I never got that again. And I think that was another area where I was disappointed. But I'm like, okay, dessert, if you're just going to have some cakes, oh my God. Yeah, there's no yogurt, there's no ice cream. So, their section, I thought that it was actually limited. Then, on top of that, I think one of the things that actually said, okay, let me take away the points on this one, right, was the fact that you only get food only on the 650. If you want any drinks, right, you are going to pay for that. But if you go to the breakfast buffet, the drinks are there, the juices are there, everything is there for 450 kwacha. But when you pay 650 kwacha, you don't get any drinks, right? Yeah, it is 650 kwacha per person. You don't get ice cream, you don't get this. And I felt like the selection was just basic. That was for Ciêla. And you know what? When I then went to Prime Joint, East Park to Prime Joint. How did I get to Prime Joint? I was just roaming around East Park. I know what you guys are thinking, but I'm not going to say it. Anyways, I'm roaming around East Park and I was now feeling hungry, right? So I said, instead of having the fast food, now let me just go on internet and search up best places to have lunch in Lusaka. And there was a list of places and Prime Joint was on number 3. The other 2 places were not around East Park. So I said, okay, let me choose this place that is actually around where I am, East Park. And okay, it's a walkable distance. So I started walking. Then I went to Prime Joint. But when I go to Prime Joint, obviously there's another restaurant that is there. I think it's Flames, right? I'm like, okay, let me just check this one. Let me check this one. When I got in, right, I spoke to the ladies at Prime Joint. Then they said, yeah, you are new here and stuff, like good customer service again. And I loved that. Then they were up to me. I said, give me the menu. I want to look at the menu. When I look at the menu, I'm like, okay, I think these prices are reasonable. Then I said, okay, which one would you recommend? And that's where I actually made the best move. Because the lady that was at the door said, I don't know what you want, but I actually think that you can try prime chicken. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, it's 350 kwacha, so why not? Let me, it wasn't 350 kwacha. It got to 350 kwacha after I ordered some tea, right? Some ginger tea. So some ginger tea, I think it was around the 70 kwacha, if I'm correct. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe 60, maybe 50, I don't know. I don't remember. But I think the prime chicken was around the 290 kwacha. You can just confirm these prices on their menu there. But you know what? I got there, I went to sit down. Then she said she was going to call a waiter. But then I thought she forgot that because it took long for the waiter to come around. But then there was this other lady who just passed through and then she's like, oh, have you been served? I'm like, wow, that's a good, some good customer service. But she didn't just ignore me. She actually came and asked, have you been served? Then I said, nope. Then she said, okay, what have you ordered? I said, prime chicken. I need prime chicken, maybe some cheese. Then she said, okay, because you're done. Then she came back. When she came back, right, she brought the tea. Obviously, the tea came maybe after 3 minutes or so. Then I was having the tea with some honey. Wow, everything's there. The tea was good. I loved that one. And because I think it was now around sunset time, yeah, the tea was actually doing the best for me. Then after I think 10-15 minutes, right, that's when she brought the meal. And when she brought the meal, I was like, okay, am I really going to eat this? Because imagine there's mozzarella cheese on top of the chicken, so you don't really get to see the chicken. Then there's the mashed potato. Then there were I think I don't know, the mixed veggies, whatsoever, right? Then I'm like, okay, is this thing going to taste? And for some reason, I was skeptical because, some of these things, you are like, okay, am I really going to enjoy this? But now, when I began to dig into this, right, the green veggies, I'm like, okay, these are healthy stuff, no problem. Let's go with it. Then I picked up the mashed potatoes, and I ate it. I'm like, wow, okay, this one is good. I've had mashed potatoes before. Then I went onto the mozzarella and with the chicken, and I dug in. That's when my mind was blown away. I'm like, yo, this meal is new, but nah, you should try it. I should try it. You should try it. Especially, I haven't had grilled with chicken with mozzarella cheese. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. The best grilled chicken best ever. So now I had to say, okay, let me process this again. Let me come back to combining everything on the platter. We have the mixed veggies there. There's some maize, some what, I don't know what they put on that platter. Then I said, okay, let me just dig deeper. And I was just combining everything. And that actually blew my mind. And now I was now saying, okay, let me just continue with my tea. And you know what? The total cost of the meal that I ate on Prime Joint came to 350. So now I had to sit down and compare with what I had on Ciêla Resort Elements. And I'm like, no, yeah, that one was a 3-course meal, but this 3-course meal didn't really impress me. But this simple meal actually impressed me. And I said, no, let me just process this for some time before I do these videos. But now thinking about it, I will still say, okay, if you want to take your girl out, if you want to have your own, maybe let's say a simple girls out dinner, what or not, I still think that you can actually, if you are going for food, go to Prime Joint. And they have some good places where you can actually chill. You have some, you can actually chill, get to be talking to your friends. The place is not overcrowded. That's which is a plus again. But in terms of you wanting to go to a place that is the nice aesthetics, it's chilled, it's beautiful, everything. You can take some nice pictures and everything like that. I still think that Ciêla is beautiful, right? Ciêla is beautiful. The team, the customer service, they are good, right? The pictures will come out nice. But I don't know about that buffet. That buffet, yes, it's actually expensive. 650 kwacha. But I didn't feel like I got this to be blown away. And I don't know, guys, what do you think? I showed you everything. What do you think? For me personally, I think I would still choose Prime Joint over that dinner at Elements. Right.